What's up, everybody? Dave Bartosiak here with another chart of the day, another Dave, another dollar, all that kind of stuff. Today we're talking about Alibaba Group, ticker BABA, and how the mighty have fallen. Now, why am I talking about this today? I'm making fun of a stock that was up at $320, found its way all the way down to, basically the 60s. That's nasty, right? This is supposed to be the Amazon of China, and this dump from the 2021 highs, or rather it's 2020 highs to the October 2022 lows is the stuff of nightmares. And it's not like, all the growth just fizzled away or anything like that. This is mostly like major political risk, I suppose you could call it, U.S. and China tensions, but just China in general, right? So you have Chinese economic issues, and then you have, the beef with the U.S. So what's happened recently to sort of fix that, right? That's what I want to focus on today. And we don't even, just keep this in your mind, keep this $320 in your mind as sort of an anchor point, something to think about, right? But now we're going to ignore that completely and just look at this move off the lows. And we're going to do this because there's a couple of things that we can do with this move off the lows. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to draw a quick little fib. So we have this. I got the multicolored for you guys because I know you like when these charts look pretty. Remember, I'm all about this 50-day and 200-day life. So keep an eye on that too. What's happened recently here? Well, we've got some Chinese stimulus news coming out, right? And it looks like before they were announcing that, they were kind of hinting at it because we have some serious moves here, right? Now, look at this, though. That this first sort of rally up after you have this consolidation here, and I'm going to get this giant marker out of the way so you can see it. Look at how it hits its head, not to the cent, but you're pretty much right there on that fib before it pulls back a little bit. Then we rally up to the next fib, which later on, right, ended up being another resistance level. And now we're here at another fib. And if you notice, again, the magic of the fibs here, I drew this here to here, and then I had expanded. So we knew about all these fib levels back in January of 2023. And now we're seeing them all sort of come into play, all right? So these are key levels to look at as Alibaba keeps on pushing through, okay? And the first level now, the most important level now, rather, is right here, this 97 and change, which is the 97 and change, 38.2% retracement from the high, right? So it blew through everything, actually found support near that 61.8, but still, this was still downtrend territory. And then it tried, look at this, how it bounced off of this so many times. And you have these little dips down, which ultimately get bought. Dip down, ultimately get bought. These are nasty, algo-driven, just dirty birdie moves to come down here and take out all of the stops. And they succeeded many times. So when they were done putting us in a washing machine and just eviscerating us, then finally they said, okay, you know what, fine, we can rally. But be careful with this stock, because this happens a lot. You get a rally and boom, gives it all back. Rally, give a bunch of it back. Rally, so this is kind of the MO here. So what I'm concerned about a little bit with Alibaba is the fact that we got this big gap the other day. So gaps love to get filled, but it doesn't always happen right away with Alibaba, right? Check out this gap down. And that, oh, wait a minute. This is the same gap. How crazy is that? This is a double gapper here. A double gap. So there's just this no man's land inside of here that hasn't seen any shares trade on a big nasty sell-off and a really nice jump. I'm going to say that this gap must be filled before the stock can really break on higher. And I don't know if it depends on what the broad market does and how nasty these algos want to be, right? I could see a scenario, max pain theory, where it gets up to 98, makes you all think we're breaking out, then rips back down to fill the gap, right? So you got to really be careful of something like that happening. You also don't want to, die on the vine here, waiting for it to come back in to fill the gap, and then the gap never gets filled. I believe the gap will get filled, but I believe a lot of things. I used to believe in Santa Claus, all types of silliness, the bears. I believe in all these silly things. But I think odds are I'd probably give it a 75% chance that this gap gets filled before it pushes higher. Be really careful on the first breakout of that 38.2. See what happens, because they did it a little bit intraday, but if they followed up on another one, be careful. You also have the psychological $100 level here. They might let it go up there and then pound it down. I still think they're going to rip it down because they do it all the time, right? And it's kind of due for a little bit of a retrace, which would be something I think I'd be looking at to get in. So that's what happens when you get China stimulus. And they're coming out and doing that. It makes you wonder why. Maybe they're worried about what happens in November. They're trying to go ahead and provide stimulus measures now. I don't know. We'll see. So overall, there you go. There you have it. That is my chart of the day for Alibaba. Like what you saw? I know you loved it. Go ahead and click follow the author here so you can get all of these articles when they pop up on Zacks.com. Be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel, because then you can see me and everybody else do all the things that we do on YouTube. So thanks for checking me out today. Tomorrow, I've got another one for you. I'm not sure what it's going to be on, but it'll be just as exhilarating as this one. So for Zacks and everybody else here, thank you so much, and we will see you tomorrow.